Welcome to Leadership Theory and Practice. I'm Deborah Olson. I'll be your professor for this course. I'm very excited about this class. It's really one of my favorite ones to teach. And what we'll be focusing on, I thought I would start in this first overview to begin with the end in mind, like Stephen Covey talks with us about. On week 10, you'll be delivering a final integration paper and leadership development plan. And just as it sounds, it really is an integration of theory and practice. What I'll be doing to help support you in developing a well-rounded paper and leadership development plan is that each week I'll be posting readings for you on the Blackboard where you can access information about emotional intelligence, about strengths, about optimism, and effective leadership practices. We're going to be breaking our course into 3 types of concepts that we'll be covering over the course of our 10 weeks together. The first one you'll see this week, week 1, you'll be doing an emotional intelligence assessment. And I wanted to clarify first, emotional intelligence does not refer to being emotional. Often people get this concept confused. Emotional intelligence is about our ability as both leaders and followers to harness our understanding of ourselves, in this case our emotions, control or regulate those emotions, understand the emotions of others, and then to engage each other in understanding how collectively we can change outcomes we're looking to change, influence each other, create collaborative outcomes in order to achieve shared results. I hope you can hear in that very brief overview that emotional intelligence is essential for effective leadership. The second main area we're going to focus on this term is understanding our strengths. And in this case, I'm going to draw on the work of Seligman and Peterson. And on our second week of class, you are going to complete the VIA, Values in Action assessment, which is a completely online assessment developed by Seligman and Peterson. And in this, what you're going to focus on is the strengths that you bring to your leadership and followership roles. What we found in the research is that leaders who draw upon their strengths and followers who engage in work and activities that tap their strengths optimize their overall outcomes and perform at the maximal levels. So what I'm going to be having you do is understand your strengths, and then in your final paper and development plan, develop approaches in order to build on your strengths through engaging in activities specifically focused in 2 areas. The first one is on the expression of gratitude, basically acknowledging others' contributions and expressing that directly to others. And to do that, what I'm going to have you do is what I call a gratitude visit. You're going to be selecting one person who has really had a profound impact on your development to this point in your career or in your schoolwork, and I'm going to ask you to write that person a letter and then deliver that letter in person and share with that individual the impact they've made on you. The importance of this in terms of leadership is that people often don't receive the gratitude and the acknowledgement for the hard work that they do. The more we're able to express gratitude on a regular basis, the more effective we are as both leaders and followers in what we do and how we do it. So as a result, one of the main fieldwork activities you're going to do to build your strengths is that gratitude visit and writing that gratitude letter. The other focus you're going to have in terms of building your strengths is on looking at 3 good things that happen to you every day over the course of a 2-week period. So I'm going to have you keep a 3 good things journal, and then one of the papers you're going to be writing is focused on summarizing those good things, and that will be due during week 6 of our course. And I'll give you more details of that as we get closer to that deliverable. But I wanted you to be prepared that you will need to keep a journal of 3 good things. And I like to tell my students in doing the 3 good things activity, it takes about as much time. If you do brush your teeth for 2 minutes every night, it won't take any longer than 2 minutes per night. It's not a major investment in terms of journaling and the work that you're going to do. The third area we're going to focus on this term is understanding effective leadership practices. And I've asked you to purchase the book On Becoming a Leader by Warren Bennis. And I'm going to have you write a series of papers on Bennis's work and his writings, but not just the concepts that he shares with us. I'm going to have you read the chapters, give a brief summary, but then identify specific ways that you're going to apply what you learned from the readings of Bennis to your particular work or school roles, or if you're involved in volunteer organizations, to identify specific ways you're going to take the theories of Warren Bennis and put those into practice. So those are the three main areas we're going to cover, with the final outcome of Week 10 being a leadership integration paper and development plan focused on emotional intelligence, your strengths, and understanding effective leadership practice. I am going to ask you in that final paper to have a minimum of 10 references, 10 scholarly references that you will draw upon. Each week I'll be posting in the Blackboard various articles for you to read, as well as, of course, the book of Bennis. And you can use those in your paper and as you finalize that on Week 10.